Ladies and gentlemen, now Cheryl is blocking the dancers.
Oh no.
But it's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, before you do anything, subscribe to this channel. Trust me, you don't know why you want to yet. But look, we've got dancers, we've got outdoor scenes, we've got people, we've got a microphone taking up half the screen, and we've got me. Who am I, you might say? You might say, Bob Doyle. Who let these people in here? Who? It was me, actually. So we got 5 extra people, but these 3 will be going away. Oh yeah, Garfield, bring him in. See, we've got a special guest. I don't think he's going to contribute anything to the show, but it is the Bob Doyle Show, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a whole live crowd going crazy. We got invaders. Invaders in the studio on a Friday, and we have Dawn in the house, and Steve is here. So we're just waiting for the rest of you. Now, if you're watching, which let's see, no, you're not. Okay, so I'm just going to sit here and wait until there are 60 people in here. Dan is here, and there's Loretta, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if this will work. Yeah, you can't. Again, unfortunately, Cheryl.
I'm sorry.
No. You stay right where you are.
Horrible.
It's that's what happens when we have a guest. They block the comment.
We're not dancing.
I know there's no room to dance. That's
room.
the thing. So see, we've got now. Let's see if this is working now. Yes, we've got Dawn. We've got Dan. We've got Steve. We've got Loretta saying, "Hey, you guys." So it's like it's all electric company up in here right now. Does anybody know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Electric company.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Easy Reader. Morgan Freeman. Anyone? Or are you all too young? I actually know you're not. Everybody here is like my age-ish. All right, so Dawn says she'd rather see Cheryl than the comments anyway. Isn't that nice, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, let's hear it for Dawn and her nice thing to say. Okay, so these yahoos are in Vegas for just a couple more hours, and it just worked out. And of course, Dawn was supposed to be here with us, so but where would you sit anyway?
We'd have to get.
There's just I don't know what would happen there.
There'd be no personal boundaries there.
That's right. Yeah.
Well,
okay. Anywho, Bruno says he hopes his battery holds up. Look, hope springs eternal. I just wanted to say that. All right, so let's just. I'm just going to push a button over here so we can have this coming around from all directions. All right, so why is this called high school graduation mugshot? Why? Anyone know? Hold on, let's see if you know. Nobody knows. Of course you don't know. I'm not going to even let you answer. We've got a couple of things going on here. So first of all, I was just got back from Atlanta, and I was there to see my son graduate from high school. I'm sure that there are several of you who have been through that process with your children, and I'm going to complain about it a little bit at some point. Not the fact that he graduated. I think that's a really great thing. Makes all those years worth it, perhaps. Anyway, but it was, it's one of these huge... You haven't had to do this yet, right?
No, I haven't gotten to.
Well, keep our fingers crossed. It's coming. But we can all... But there's just something about that ceremony. And ladies and gentlemen, if you've been through this, it's just... I think ceremonies in general, for the most part, kind of drive me crazy. It's just one of those things, and I know there's benefit in rituals and so on and so forth. Michelle just commented on our video. Michelle Roll, ladies and gentlemen, we went and saw her last night, of course. A guest on our show a couple of weeks ago. Ceremony lasts forever. That's exactly right, Dawn. See, I have to switch. See now they're seeing what I have to go through. All the gymnastics. But yes, so there were 892 people graduating, or 972, something like that. It was up there. It was up there, and it's in an arena, and it's. And as I walked in, the lady taking the ticket goes, "It's gonna be a long graduation." Right? Thanks, lady. I'm wearing, and this is the other thing.
This is not.
We got this huge. The principal sent out like a voicemail about talking about how formal it is. It's a formal event. We're going to treat it with respect. All this, so treat it like a formal event. And of course, the whole thing about so please hold your applause till the end. I'll get back to that.
Never happens.
The point is, I wore a suit, which I do not enjoy doing it. I had to wear one the other day at the movie premiere that we talked about, and I was like so happy. I was like, oh, I don't have to wear this again for a long time. And then I get that voicemail. I was like, oh, I guess I have to wear it again. But okay.
On the upside, you killing it. I mean, really.
I don't
smoking.
think so.
Yeah, well.
You should see, there's a picture of me and my son, which I don't have, and I'm not going to show right now. I look like a dwarf next to him.
Aw.
He's gotten taller than me.
What do you think I look like next to the two of y'all?
Well, we put Sarah on the floor. There's not. She actually is sitting down, not in a chair, so she's really, really tall. But yeah, so no, the whole suit thing, and so there's grown-ups in shorts and T-shirts and the whole thing. I'm like, why did I do this? Because I'm a good person. That's why.
And
So
because
I told you all of that so that you guys would know that you're a good person. Hey, by the way, Irma sends her birthday greetings to Sarah a few days late.
Irma. No, she did. She posted on my timeline. She birthdayed me.
Okay, I didn't mean to be busting her chops. I just wanted to let everybody know. King Friday from Mr. Rogers. Wait a second. King Friday was from Mr. Rogers. But why are you saying that? Did somebody say?
Because I think
But who
she's
said
on
King?
a roll now.
But who said King Friday? Are we just randomly talking about children's show? Barney was a dinosaur from my imagination.
Speaking of children, are we going to color?
Oh yes, of course. Hey! This is the opening.
It flies by. It flies by.
Yeah, you're right. It will be over before you know it. You're right. You're probably right. We probably should start the art project, but I just have to get it out of my system about this whole announcement. And because look, 892 people, nobody wants to sit in there. You're there for one kid, maybe two, if you've got twins, right?
Yes.
And so nobody cares about anybody else's kid except their own, right? So you're waiting, and you just want your name to be called so you can go get. But man, oh man, woo! Aaron Anderson. Ah! We just said I just wanted to just. I'm going to have to do a video on this just for cathartic reasons, where we do that whole thing, and I get to be the guy on the microphone who, the minute that happens, just get right back up there and go, God, I just said, what is wrong with you people? And just really it just felt so juicy to even fantasize about grabbing the microphone and just telling everybody to go to hell, right? Because we all want to get out of here. It's hot in Atlanta. It's humid. It rains. It's raining, and we're going to walk out in sweat. Would you please just don't do this? And it's the arrogance. Am I right? Oh, this doesn't apply to me because my kid's Aaron Anderson. Obviously, we're all going to scream for that, and everyone's going to understand. My favorite part, and then we'll move on to the. I know, Loretta. It's so true. We've got to come up with a system. We have to come up with a system.
I miss them.
We should have set Sarah up with like a sound effects thing with laughter.
Or graffiti things. Or
well, here we got. I do have these right there. Mm-hmm. But if we played that as much as Sarah uses the emojis, this is all you would hear.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Happy birthday, Kathy. It was Kathy's birthday, too.
Oh, happy birthday.
It was. Oh, Kathy. We love our regulars. Michelle, ladies and gentlemen, should have told me about the birthday and let me sing to you too, Sarah. That's right. We didn't do that.
It's okay. There was enough happening there. It was fun.
Oh, that's right. I took the uke out of here to protect myself from being forced to play it. But I would have done the happy birthday.
I tried, Loretta. I tried. He wasn't having it.
You mean last night?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I have technical reasons for that. I'm technically not wanting to do it. No. No. That's not true. Never mind. I'm not going to go down that road because we've got stuff to do. Now, folks, as you know, oh, man, I didn't even bring the original.
It's down there.
No, the original. Ah! Now, as you all know, this is the official Bob Doyle Show coffee mug, right? And it was ridiculously overpriced where it was manufactured as one-offs, but I still liked having it out there for people to do. But then we got this great idea as part of this show to, you know what, just make your own coffee. Just make your own Bob Doyle Show coffee mugs. Just get a white mug and a Sharpie and just do it yourself. And do I even have those pictures? Yes, look, I've got them right here. There's Dawn and Cheryl and Sarah right now from way on back when they made their own custom Bob Doyle Show coffee mugs.
Way on back.
Mm-hmm. And so several of them were sent to me, and I have been using them on the show. And this one here was actually the best one, and I've already I've spoiled the surprise for those of you who don't watch every day, which is none of you. Of course, you all have watched all the Bob Doyle shows, and you're continuing to do that. And you're subscribing to this YouTube channel because even though it may be your first time and you're not quite clear on what this show is, you'll subscribe, you'll get notifications. Oh, yeah, and click the bell. Where's the bell? You got to... The bell is hiding.
Break the mug.
All right, so I'm going to sit here and wait for all of you to subscribe. Michelle says that's my cup. This one?
No, this one. She
Oh yeah, that's
the
the one she used. That's right. Michelle Roll's lips have touched that. So we start the bidding at $1,000.
Well, we saved your straw from last night. That's going on eBay when we get home tonight. So.
Starting at $1,500, ladies and gentlemen. An official Bob Doyle. Oh, I'm not saying that here.
Holly's watching.
Yay.
Hi, Holly.
Hi, Holly.
Holly? Who's Holly? Is this a new
Holly's
friend that I need to know?
No, you know Holly. She's my coworker. She made my... Yeah, you know Holly. We'll get into it later. It's Holly.
If you have to get into it later to tell me that I know a person, unless... Oh, well, okay, whatever. So I accidentally... Here's the... Let's cut to the chase because we're running out of time. I accidentally put this one, which was perfect for cappuccinos because of its size, etc., microwavability. There's a million reasons why it's great. I actually put this one and another one in the dishwasher, and then this happened, right? So it all came undone. Except in this case, you've got the outline, right? So you still got the outline. So we decided that while they were here, we would fix this one. I will fix this one, and then they can create new ones. So we have with us blank mugs, and the special Sharpies needed, right? To do this.
We have pretty colors.
Right. So now I'm going to just stick with the black one if that's okay, because that was what this one was.
Your mug.
And so, you know, I'd like to think that I can talk to you and do this at the... Oh, this is cool. It's like a spray can. These are super deluxe Sharpies. Apparently, there's like this whole process you go through.
Paint.
They're oil-based, right? And then they... This is so counterintuitive. I want Cheryl to be on this side of me because of this... Because
I know.
TV, it's messing with my head. Because she's sitting to my, but you know, it's TV, guys. All right.
It is.
So Steve says hi to Holly. Now, do they know each other?
They've heard stories about each other, yeah. Holly made me the pretty little picture with my name on it and all the adjectives.
Oh, I know
Yeah.
Holly.
Yay!
Let's give it up for Holly.
Holly's the best.
All right. So now, because Steve told me not to do this,
Let's do it.
we absolutely
we have to activate this
have to do it.
Oh, no.
I have to activate this one.
Wait a minute.
Can I write on this?
This is white at the tip.
That's
So
not-
what do you have to do?
We have to activate it.
You have to activate it. So boys and girls, get your Sharpies out at home. You did get the supply list ahead of time, right? You're all doing this at home. You all have your white mugs and your oil-based Sharpies.
Can we use this notepad?
Well, let me see. This is the juice pad. It's got all the weird ideas.
no.
Steve, any ideas on what you'd like me to do with this? Get creative.
No, you
Now's
can't
the
change
chance.
it. Okay, so what do you do here? I'm trying to activate it.
I didn't
Activate.
change
Activate. Echo. Activate pen.
I can't find that skill. To
Crap.
find skills,
find
go
that
to the skills section of the Alexa app.
Okay.
Hold on, just... Bob, I
What?
feel like you need to practice patience there. Okay, here we go.
I don't recall asking what I needed to practice.
It's true. We've already
There wasn't one person
I fixed it.
Kids, please don't do this at home, says Michelle. All right, so she fixed it. All right, so
Seriously.
now what I'm going to be doing is just sort of filling in the outlines of what was here. Bree's calling. What? Okay, I don't even know why that happened. All right, so let's just continue. So this is weird. I don't know that I can do this show and this at the same time, but I'm going to try. You guys, you have to draw. What are you looking at?
Oh,
Hand me my
What are you spacing out
they
for?
don't stink.
purples.
Steve,
Oh, so
I'm
so we don't-
disappointed. We're not going to get any kind of buzz off these.
Add a G and then say Lego my
It's okay.
ego. So what am I? See, this is one of those things I'm just missing.
Yeah, normally I keep up, but that
Sniffing Sharpies.
it's gone. All right.
So yes, it's Arts and Crafts Day here at the Bob Doyle Show, and I'm not. We'll just see how I may be able to do this. It's not going to be as perfect as it was before, but now, guys, you got to be doing this at home. Are you doing it at home?
I want Oh, bye, Bruno. I want suggestions on what you want me to do. Somebody throw out how you want me
There
to do
you
this.
go. See, Sarah's making it interactive.
Oh, I didn't mean like that. I meant if you wanted
Oh,
me to
ego
get
button,
creative
right.
with where I get.
I didn't hear any of that. Okay, wish you could have been with Michelle. I had this secret wish, and I wouldn't have put it past either one of these to arrange
Bring
with
Michelle in?
Michelle to surprise me with a visit. That I could
that would
see
be
where that
nice.
would have
That
happened,
would've been
and that
fun.
would have been
I'm sorry we failed you on that one.
even more crowded.
Leanne is watching. Yay!
Leanne, ladies and gentlemen,
Leanne.
let's hear it for her. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just watching the show, we should give a little background. Now, Cheryl and Sarah, I know from my Law of Attraction world first. They've been in my group coaching programs, and they're still involved
Yes.
in that. And that's how they know Steve and Leanne. This is all part of this big love group,
It is
right?
love. There's
Right.
so much love.
And that's how they end up being able to sit in these chairs. Also, they came to Vegas. So if you, Loretta, see, have you guys heard Loretta talk?
No.
Loretta sent me a voice message on Facebook the other day, and I was blown. She has a lovely voice.
Well, we're
She
gonna
and
make that
Leanne
happen.
could both just rake it in with voice work.
Meditations. All right, nobody's telling me what to do. I'm on my own. All right. You're on
Nobody's telling Sarah what to do. What an opportunity. All right, so I've gotten as far as the. Now tonight, hey, Michelle.
You know-
Yes, Michelle. Well, you're in the love group, but it's a different kind. Michelle, remind me. You said Lon Bronson, is that his name? Who am I going to go see tonight? Because you caught
And
me.
what does he do? Because I asked Bob, like, does he play piano
Right,
or bass or uke? And
Yeah, I'm gonna be taken out of my. This will be my first show aside from watching Michelle every week. I think my first show in Vegas. We're gonna go see this dude, who probably should know of.
you will after tonight.
There's no way I'm finishing this while we're on here because I
There is-
can't talk
there's way.
at the same time. Is way. All right, I have to put this down. I have to put this down. I'm going to let them be creative. So, but here's the thing that you should know about these two. Sarah here is an instigator,
Yes.
and Cheryl is her.
Trusted sidekick. Also an
Hold on.
instigator.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes an instigator.
Sometimes.
See, the way I perceive it is that she's always dragged along on Sarah's crazy adventures. No?
Not always, no. No. Cheryl comes up with plenty of her own, trust me.
And that you've been dragged along?
Oh, yes.
Well, can you share one story?
Oh, gosh.
Not the one you shared downstairs.
We have
Not
enough
that one.
story time today.
Okay, Lon Bronson Band. He's a band leader and a trumpet player. All right, awesome.
fun.
Well, I'm
That'll be
excited
good.
about that. That'll be great. And once again, during the show, I get a message from someone who should definitely know better.
Uh-oh.
But it's okay. So, yeah, I see Leanne's tripping out, right? Because it's like, Leanne should be here, and Steve should be here, and Michelle
Leanne,
should be
It is
here.
a trip. I was like taking pictures. I'm like, this is
That's
weird.
right. They're
We're
seeing
here.
the behind-the-scenes magic of what goes into the Bob Doyle Show. And I'm trying all these new crazy things here that I'm very excited about doing here. But anyway, back to the graduation. So this is my very favorite part. So obviously there's the people who are clapping when they're not supposed to, and there's varying degrees of enthusiasm for the various kids whose parents and family, with complete disregard for everybody else, who are so egocentric that they absolutely don't think any rules apply to them, and basically are just saying, F you, everybody, I'm going to do whatever the hell I want to. It's my kid, and you can't stop me. You really can't stop me. Oh, if I was in charge. First of all, every chair would be electrified, and it would respond to volume, right? Only at certain times. But so anybody in that chair who goes woo or does anything, it's going to hurt. And not only that, it's going to hurt the people on either side of them, right?
Oh, no.
So, and we changed the law just for the day that if you get shocked because of somebody else's misbehavior, you can just smack the crap out of them. and with no repercussions whatsoever. So it's just going to be turning into a big brawl. So if we can communicate that up front, look, this is not going to go well for you people if you clap. And there's one person who's going to try it. You're going to hear that big zap, and then somebody's going to get hit, and that'll be it. And then we'll get out of here in 30 minutes.
I'm waiting for the delay so I can read Dawn's, Sarah, no!
Okay, so Lon Bronson Band is an awesome horn band, lots of special guest singers. Are you going to sing out there? That'd be so cool, Michelle. I'd like to bring Michelle Roll out of the audience right now.
Oh my gosh, that'd be
We're gonna trumpetify some Janis Joplin.
Ooh.
But anyway, so everybody's clapping and the whole thing, and every kid gets their whatever, and then some kids get nothing because their parents are law-abiding citizens. They're decent people, right? And so Aaron Anderson gets this woo. And then Adam Anderson gets nothing. So how is Adam supposed to be? He may be a great kid, loved by many, certainly raised by parents who know how to respect the rules and everybody else's, time. Not like these other yahoos who just decide, I don't care about anybody but me right now. It really irritates me if you can't tell. Like I could seriously, if I had more time, by the end of this I'd be ramped up and sweating. But
it is warm in here.
But well, yes, there's a lot going on in here to generate warmth, and now you people breathing isn't making it any better.
We weren't supposed to breathe.
Mm-mm.
Well, I didn't deactivate Mind Bell, so you could have issued that disclaimer ahead of time.
All right, Dawn says, bah ha 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 ha. Love you, Sarah, but I can't say no when you're right there.
Oh, it's a good thing
Don't limit yourself, Dawn. But anyway, but here's the thing. So there's video being taken. I'm sure obviously parents are taking video all over the place. I was. There's video being taken by them. The last kid, I think his name literally was Brian Ziegler or something like that. So we're all sitting there, and it took about 45 minutes. Which wasn't that bad. We thought it was going to be way worse. Because even with the clapping and all that, they just kept the pace going. There was one woman who I was her big fan. She was just boom, 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 running these kids through. It was awesome. But then there were others who weren't quite so fast. But so Brian Ziegler, they say his name, the place goes crazy, right? So the video that this kid gets for his whole life, right, is his name being called, and then the entire arena going crazy, right? Because it's over. He could have been the biggest jerk of all time. Nobody might have liked him. He might have been just the worst kid, but it's over. Hooray for Brian Ziegler. And he gets that video forever. I think that is awesome.
That is. Good for him.
And I hope he has it. I hope he has it. I hope he uses it until he's no longer drawing breath, like these two shouldn't be doing. All right, so wait a second. I missed a conversation. Loretta Lee and car horn. Oh, yeah, so the air horns. So this was like going through the airport, though, to get in. You metal detectors, the whole thing. And there was this woman in front of me. Now, first of all, again, they sent out so much information. Don't do this. Don't bring this. This is what's going to happen. These are the rules, right? You're not going to bring in signs. You can't bring in anything. And then still, this woman in front of me had these big cardboard cutouts with numbers or whatever it was.
How'd she get them in?
This is going through the line in there. And then the woman at the gate says, you can't bring those in there. And this woman gets all pissy. Well, fine. So long, 25. I don't know what that means, but maybe that, I don't know. But it's like, you knew. You all knew. It was so told, but it's just the arrogance of these people. I really have no tolerance for it. How about you two? Tolerance for arrogance?
Nope. No.
And yet you watch the Bob Doyle Show. Friends, let friends breathe. All right, fair enough.
We get to breathe.
I'm gonna let it slide
you,
this
Michelle.
time.
I knew you were my people.
But they were complaining about the warmth, and it's on them. It's their fault. I don't breathe.
I don't think it was complaining.
Before I come in here, I go, and that's it for the whole time. I mean, there's a little bit of exhale as I speak, otherwise you wouldn't hear it, because that's how sound works. All right. So long because she had to $25 because she had to pay to check. So long $25 because she had to pay to check it. Check it.
Luggage.
Oh. Well, I hope that she didn't. I mean, this was a local graduation. It seemed like a mom, right, who lives here. But But man, oh man, but it's in an arena where they do sports games and all this stuff, and but they are selling like pretzels and soda and all that. But that every parent was looking at all the bars with the cages over them, with the thing going, oh, I wish those things were open. Then I could tolerate this nonsense, And it's like so many of the kids, and what's really funny, and talking to my son afterward, they make a lot. I know I'm just crapping all over high school graduation. All the achievements, I'm just going. But hey, it's the Bob Doyle Show. I'm really happy for the children. But it is funny that, there's a lot of grandiose talk about how we've prepared you for the future and we've set the foundation and you guys are all ready to. And I'm like, you people, you're not. These people are not ready. And my son was even like, everybody's just snickering the entire time they're saying stuff like that because, oh, it's the airport. No. Steve thought we were talking about the airport. We're talking about it was like going through the airport to get into the arena, that level of security, people dumping out, throwing away so much stuff, and then the grumbling, and I'm just like, read the freaking email, people. And the other thing I love is so it's I don't know, it's thousands of people in there, right? I mean, it's an arena, and the kids are marching in and they're yelling like, hey, like they're not going to see or hear you. The music is blaring pomp and circumstance over and over and over again, right? And yet it's I guess it's just the adults. That's who I'm disgusted with. The kids, way to go, kids, you did it. You went through that nonsense.
But your parents suck.
But your parents are children.
Take all that knowledge you just gained and teach your parents something. These are the people we share
your
the interstate
parents
with.
Well. I don't know how it goes after that. So Loretta also thought, so I was thinking airport too, so did I have to reframe? Well, that's because you're listening.
Okay.
All right. People think the rules do not apply to them. Yes, all of those people thought that, Irma. All of them who yelled. It's just or is it just that I too would have liked to have, that looks great.
That is cool.
It looks like the one that I destroyed, only in blue.
It's good.
But I have a great idea for it, though. Oh, wait, this is backwards. It's so weird.
Yeah.
You're right. It's awkward AF.
Oh, look at this one. I love it. It's big, and yes. Are you mm-ing yourself?
Yes, I always do.
Cheryl, this is not a
doesn't
coaching
always.
session. I don't have time to fix you right now.
Turn this into a coaching session. Okay, but you have to now put a Bob Doyle signature right on there.
Oh, I might
will
ruin
that
it.
be- You won't ruin it. You talk about this. Okay. Here,
Oh wait, you
I'll
didn't put
hold it.
Kobayashi on the bottom though. It's not ready for signing.
There's
The Kobayashi is yours, not mine.
What? Oh, I see. This is okay. I see. You're trying to get a collector's item for yourself here. All right. The pressure when you sign your name, am I right, ladies and gentlemen? When it's like time to do it in permanent, like when I sign a contract for anything, it's the worst handwriting ever. But if I'm just doing it over and over, you don't care.
You have your autograph. You autographed my book.
My hands are shaking right now because of the pressure and the caffeine.
And the lights.
There. That's the best I could do.
good job.
All right. Well, thanks everybody in the audience. You guys are great. You're a little over enthusiastic, sir, but that's okay. Now see,
He just came from a graduation.
can you believe it? The show is over.
Wow.
And how far did you
It's-
get on your mug?
It's 10:28. I got the.
Good job.
That's right. I think it's an awesome job. Did that not fly? Did it seem like we just got started then before you know it and all that stuff? Cheryl says, is that a self-portrait? What do you mean?
The
Oh,
smiley
the
face.
smiley face. I love it.
Nice.
Irma. See, that. I love it. It's such a happy mug.
Irma's
Let's
the
do a
bomb.
real
That's
close up
awesome.
there. Simple, bold, awesome.
Yes, and purple.
And apparently now we get to do a really crafty thing and put these in the oven for a while or something. Let's see the other mugs. Show them one more time. Which other mugs? Oh, these. Okay.
Oh, wait, those? Or is she talking about
Wait.
ours?
Well, these are the originals.
And then here's...
And then there's what Sarah did. And you saw Cheryl's. I have to end this now, ladies and gentlemen. It's not going to time out right. Thank you so much for being here. You're awesome. And I'll see you on Monday.